Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 8th episode of Bakemonogatari. So, last episode, Araragi went to Kanbaru's place to talk to her about the incidents, So she explained a little bit to him about some stuff about Sanjigahara and her feelings about her and trying to help her and some of her feelings about Araragi. And Araragi, successfully helping her and getting close to her when she couldn't and all that, a little bit jealous and butthurt about some of that stuff. So, and also the monkey paw, or as we found out, the devil's arm that allowed her to do that stuff. So, because obviously there's a supernatural element to all this, because of that, he had to take her over to Meme, whose name is written in katakana. I think we specified during that scene. So that's kind of where we left off. She's there and she wants some answers, some help, basically. So, even though we did find out that it wasn't a monkey's paw, it was a devil's arm. Don't know how much difference there really is between the two, but I guess we'll maybe find out. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Did we already leave Neme's place? Halloween. 4th grade, that's pretty early. Well, that's sad. I cannot imagine her running slow. I just can't. Not a bad idea, I guess. A horrible dream. I think it was horrible for you. Imagine the people on the other end of this. That was brief. Guess that's all it needed. Yeah, it's not cool, Kanbaru. Yeah, I bet. It might have. Oh. Well then. So why are you telling me this and not her? Yeah. It makes sense. If you were faster than them, there'd be no need to kill off the faster students. Well, we already knew that much. She went for basketball. It makes sense. So she joined the basketball team. Which, that's a fine option as well. Whoosh! Good job, Kanbaru. Okay. So she's the one that started this whole thing? Yeah, I'm sure you were still nervous to race someone. Well, a lot of people like Sanjigahara, so no shocker there. I wouldn't mind seeing some more of that in more detail. Well, I'm sure the temptation would be there. It's just sitting there, be able to be used. But you shouldn't use it, though. Definitely not. Yeah, I'm sure that was a low point. Well, that's a nice idea, but not if you end up using it. Well, clearly she ended up using it at some point. Yeah, then she learned of you. And that changed things. He's just a blur. Just here to show you how much the Araragi thing bothered her if she was able to fight the temptation through all those other situations, but not in this one. Very telling. Still don't know why Araragi's telling the story. Well, that's a shock. You are already dead. Omae mo shindeiru. So just a bunch of exposition before the opening. Still would have preferred if Kambari had told the story. There's so much focus on his ahoge. Is it his defining physical characteristic or something? It really is hard to choose a favorite out of all the Bakemonogatari openings. They're all so good. Although this one definitely is a strong contender. Although then again, you have the nuts Nanakos, so that one's kind of has a bit of an unfair advantage. I'd be in such a ear-gasming song. And yeah, rejected in the end, which is so sad. I cannot read any of this. The third part of the Suruga Monkey arc. So you're still in Minless place, okay. Suppose that's the question, isn't it? That's quite a characterization of him. You got the money. I don't know, shake some pixie dust around. Get the paw off the arm, I would assume. Well, let's call that plan B. What else can we do? Well, that's not a great option either. Ugh. I guess that would solve the problem, but is there an option C? I doubt it. Yeah, it wouldn't. I wouldn't call an arm cheap, but I get what you're saying. Be hard to play basketball with one arm, yeah. Well, she tried, didn't succeed. Yeah. Yeah, you probably shouldn't just take what people say at face value. Because that was a faster solution. But we established it wasn't a monkey's paw. It's a devil's arm. Probably make her feel better. But no, would not make her faster. Yeah, she didn't like you. She wanted you out of the way. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Not strange at all, especially if you're that age. Kind of saying that not only did she fool Araragi, she was trying to fool herself. That was definitely a better explanation, but not an accurate one. I mean, there's not much you can say to this. It kind of is, you know. Probably. Would not be strange at all, in fact. That's kind of what happened. Yeah, she just wanted to beat you up. We'll suddenly flash into this. Some snack time for Shinobu. Oof. A little bit woozy from the blood loss. Okay, so now I get it. Who knows? Well, it's probably still better than what he had before, so it was still worth doing, of course. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, we don't want you getting your stuff broken in there. Uh, this is gonna be such a rough fight. She's a cute girl. I mean, what more do you want from me? She's Kohai and is nice and she's cool. True enough. Is it? I guess it is. Okay, I guess that's enough of that. Let's get this started. Yeah, once somebody exits that room, it's sober. Hope you're ready for this. Don't know if I am. That's so terrifying. Like it's almost exactly like going into the boss chamber in an RPG. It's almost exactly what it feels like. Like you went to a save point real quick and then got in here and there we go. Wasted no time. Oof. At least I dodged one hit. Ooh. Okay, good so far. Okay until now. That really sounds like it hurts. But it should be stronger than before, a little bit. Ow! Oh no, that was, oh god. Ooh, right to the head. Well, no kidding. Were you banking on her only being able to use that arm because that was a mistake? Well, yes, Combo wished for the attacking, so. Well, I mean, would you want to give up on Senjugahara? Yeah, we're not just gonna cut the arm off. Well, yeah, but that's nothing that can be forgiven if you're a cute anime girl. Oh? Well, a vampire blade, I guess that would be effective. Yeah, let's not talk about slicing the arm off anymore. I get it right, Araragi. Yeah, she made the wish, so. Yeah, she wanted her weight gone initially. Well, that's not true at all. Not even a little bit. And yeah, back to this slaughter. Man, she moves so quickly and oh god. Oh! I get the idea. Yeah, How do you survive? How do you even survive this, Araragi? Damn. That would kill almost anyone else. Oof. I do wonder why it has so many different colors of blood, but... Oh. I guess Senjugahara decided to come on in. Might want to be careful. Yes, he's alone together with another woman at night, so I imagine she would take issue with that. He didn't mention this part of the plan. I think the last time she saw him, he was also really injured, funnily enough. I didn't think you'd believe the story about the monkey hand. It does seem like it, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, I don't think she would actually kill Senjugahara, so it's probably fine. Yeah, you think your death is so powerful that it can just solve everyone's problems? I believe you. Yeah, Araragi, were you trying to do that? So you might want to have a word with Kambaru over there. Maybe give her a hug or something. Yeah, he'd just be dead if he didn't have that body. That what it is. Yeah, you knew what you were getting into when you got together with him, let's be honest. That's a good point. Yeah, that does kind of complicate things. I guess that's the problem you solved. Senjugahara is the trump card here. Yes. Who knew we would meet in such circumstances? Wow, she can just grab a blood-soaked devil arm. Yeah. Oh wow. You can say it all you want, but I will still enjoy that shot. True enough. Of course. I like how Aragi's almost dead over there, and Senjukahara, his girlfriend's more concerned with Kanbaru over there. That's kind of funny. Not surprising, but funny. But yeah, the problem has been resolved. Good job, Senjukahara. You just gotta wrap that up for us. Ow! Come on, he's been through enough pain this episode. Although... Oh? Okay, why? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Why not? Did your arm not get better? Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, let's not break my stuff, please. That was abrupt. Yeah. That was the 8th episode of Bakemonogatari. And you know, saw a little bit of the preview because there was like no ED or anything. So obviously, you know, Nadeko is the next arc, but anyway, this arc was finished up with this episode. So we got a lot of reveals in regards to the whole Kanbaru thing, because she was very much telling Araragi's story, about how, oh yeah, she just wanted to make friends and run fast, and she thought this magical monkey paw thing could make it better, but it just twisted and distorted what she wanted and made things worse, and it was all so sad, and she's the real victim of all this. Whereas Meme just listens to that story and kind of sees all the holes in it. Like, Araragi, that's not quite what happened. It's pretty obvious that that's not a monkey paw, it's a devil's arm. So it's not twisting the wishes, it's doing exactly what she wanted it to do. It's just that she feels bad about what she wanted to do. So she's lying about what happened to make, herself feel better, to make you, not know the truth. And just a lot of wishful thinking and all that, so... Yeah, the truth is not quite what she tried to paint it as last episode. But, the truth isn't going to stop Araragi from wanting to help her, of course, because that's just what he does, Every few episodes he finds a new attractive girl and with some supernatural problem, and he helps them. That's just what he does. That's his life. So, at this point, yeah, we had a couple options. We could either have her kill Araragi because that's what she wished on the devil arm. That would solve that problem. Or we could just lop off the arm using Shinobu's blade. Powerful vampire blade. Neither of those were great options because, having one arm kind of sucks, especially if you want to do something athletic, like basketball. You kind of need both arms because it's a lot trickier with one, I would imagine. So if at all possible, we'd like her to keep both of her arms. So we ended up having to do Plan C, which was have her and Araragi both go into a ring together and have an epic battle. I call it a battle, but it really wasn't a battle. It was more like Araragi testing how much health points he has and how quickly she can knock his health points down to 0. That's what it really was. And Araragi had Shinobu biting him in preparations for this. I was actually a little bit confused about what was happening for a little bit until it eventually clicked in my head, like, oh right, yeah, we're about to do the encounter, the battle, so... Yeah, I was a little bit confused, though, until that point. But I let you guys know exactly when it clicked in my head what was happening. But yeah, this was obviously a very risky maneuver, and Shinjikahara kind of commented on it earlier, but yeah, Araragi really does... He's willing to risk a lot to help people, and that's just the kind of guy he is, so not much you can do about it. But yeah, the slaughter was pretty brutal, hard to watch, especially... The worst part for me was probably just the hand, hanging. The wrist was completely broken and it was just flopping around. Kind of like what you get with My Hero Academia. That's probably what got me the most. I mean, don't get me wrong. Her punching through his body, spinning him around by his intestines is pretty bad too. But as far as what bothered me personally the most, it was the dangly hand. That's really, really got to me. Everything else is obviously really brutal and gory and stuff, but it's on a personal level. So yeah, I was definitely wondering how this would be resolved, because obviously he wasn't going to win this fight, so wasn't sure how this was going to end. I did not remember at all about Shinjikahara walking into the room. That was something I did completely forget about until it happened. So I was just sitting here like, okay, Araragi, I don't know how you get into this one, but this is looking pretty bad. You're basically dead at this point. If it wasn't for Shinobu, you would have been dead 10,000 times over. So. But luckily, Shinjikahara did walk in and said, hey, what's going on here? Oh, Araragi, I see that you're on the ground almost dead once again. You lied to me. I'm not a big fan of that. And you didn't tell me anything about Kambaru. She's trying to kill you. You do know if she killed you, I'd kill her, right? So, my boy trying to make me a murderer or something? It's pretty horrible of you, Araragi. And then straight out defends him from Kambaru, who can't really kill Shinjikahara because the wish was kind of to kill Araragi so she could get closer to Shinjikahara. But, when Shinjikahara says something like, if you kill him, I kill you, that kind of messes up that wish a little bit. So we just were able to talk her down in the end because of that whole thing. Then we got a nice little scene of Shinjikahara being kind of, close to Kambaru. Obviously, she doesn't like Kambaru in the same way that she likes her, which is just, it sucks, but that's how it goes sometimes. But she was still pretty comforting and everything there, so it was nice to watch. Still very nice to watch. Indeed. And that was pretty much the problem's been resolved. That the wish has been nullified. The monkey arm is gone, but I guess the arm is still in pretty bad condition, so she can't play basketball anymore. Which is definitely tragic, because that's what she wanted to do, and she can't do it anymore. Which is what would have happened if she lopped the arm off. So the end result's a little bit similar in that regard, but still a much better option than taking it off, because it will get better, presumably. So definitely was still the best solution that we had available to us, but it doesn't mean it was a great one, Araragi had to suffer a lot of pain from it after all. But like I said, that resolved this arc. Up next is Nanako. who, you know, definitely one of my favorite characters of the show. But like I said before, most of the characters are my favorite characters in this show, so it's kind of a silly thing to say. But, you know, I do like Nadeko. I know a lot happens with her character in the future. I don't remember the exact specifics, but I do remember a lot happened with her character in the future. But I still like her. From what little I remember about what happens later on, I do still like her. But I know that she does a lot. A lot happens with her. See, what else is there really to say with the episode? I don't think anything, really. Just some of those flashback shots, though, like when she just, like, goes into somebody's bed, stays there for, like, a couple seconds and walks out. Even though you don't really see anything happen, it's still kind of scary. Especially because you don't see anything happen. She just walks in there, then just walks out, and then they're just, like, dead or almost dead or whatever. That's some pretty scary stuff, that she could just silently just walk in there, murder you, and walk out. That's some nightmare stuff right there. But anyway, like I said, yeah, good episode, and looking forward to the next arc. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.